Catalonia, the foothills of the Pyrenees. After a short flight and a long drive, Nico and I arrived at Castel del Sans. Back in London, we'd tracked down La Malediccio and had started to unravel its secrets. The painting was a coded map to the location of the Tabula Veritatis, an ancient artifact which Father Simeon had claimed could raise the devil, and for which he and others had already been murdered. We had to find the tabula before the killers. We knew they would stop at nothing. Let's just hope we got here before the bad guys.
Seems quiet enough.
Looks like nobody's been here for years.
Must have been a beautiful place, once upon a time. You think the tabula is really going to be here?
Somewhere, if we can just decode the painting. Well, it looks deserted.
Deserted? I don't think so.
Did you see who it was?
No, the sun was in my eyes.
Looks like somebody's beating us to it.
But who? Medovsky?
Langham?
Whoever it is, we need to get in there.
All right. You make a diversion. I'll try and reach some cover. And be careful.
Are you kidding? You're the one who is going to get shot.
Whoever it is, they are really rather rude. This place looks like it's been deserted for decades. I mean, they're using this as a line of defense, yet the front door is still wide open. There's no barricades of any kind. So either they've just got here. I guess we will find out soon enough what's going on.
Josh looked ready to run for cover. Any ideas?
We need a target for the shooter. Preferably not me.
The place looked run down and deserted.
Yeah, either they have just got here, or they really haven't cared about this place up until now for some reason.
The crumbling wall offered limited cover. Climbing over the wall would not have been a great idea. Parts of the wall had fallen down. A rusty old helmet lay on the ground.
Why do we still have this mop? Nico has carried it from Paris to London and now to Catalan.
I had been using it to clean up Adam's apartment. In the rush to escape, I must have left it in my pocket. Georges had a golf club once made by the same company.
Ah, if you remember from Broken Sword Angel of Death, George carried a telescopic golf club throughout the whole game.
It was an old helmet. A helmet on a pole? Always useful. The mop had bore an uncanny resemblance to George's hair.
Really?
I just hope this works. Are you ready?
Can't wait. Go! Oh no. I'd made it without getting shot, but I sure didn't feel lucky. Somehow I had to distract the shooter again, and this time I was on my own. With a ghost from the past giving me an evil stare.
Hi there. Welcome to Goat Puzzle Mark II.
The crumbling fountain wouldn't provide me with any cover. The shots were coming from inside the house. The sun was blinding, I was having a powerful sense of déjà vu. I'd never got on with goats.
I don't think that will change anytime soon. I would click on the goat right now, but there are reasons why I am going to wait.
The old tree offered cover from the shooter. Oh, heck!
Thank you very much.
Some apples had dropped from the tree. The old tree offered cover from the shooter. The apples were bruised.
Right, let's try making friends with this goat. Let's start with an apple.
They were dirty and badly bruised. I wouldn't offer an apple like that to an enemy. But a goat was different. Hey, Mr. Goat. Look what I got for you. I was hoping the goat would be more friendly now.
We can always try to feed it some more. How about an old provenance?
Look what I got for you, little fella.
If I had clicked on the goat earlier, he would have eaten the provenance automatically. But there is a reason why I'm doing it this way. Let's try this scribbled photo.
Look what I got for you, little fella.
How about a biscuit?
Look what I got for you, little fella. Thanks. Huh?
You're welcome.
Luckily, the goat was tied to an old tire. Unluckily, it was blocking my way. Now then, old fella, you don't mind if I move your tire, do ya? No. No.
Thanks for that.
The side view mirror glinted in the sun.
Well, it seems like we're not going to get past the goat this way.
A pile of old brandy bottles had been discarded behind the car. A pile of apples had just been laid on a sheet, just out of the goat's reach.
Oh. Let's see if we can get this goat a bit closer.
Go on, eat this, boy. The goat couldn't reach the apple pile.
The apple pile is a bit too far. Let's try something a bit closer.
Oh boy, you're gonna love this. I distracted the goat, but it wouldn't take him long to eat that apple. The goat now had a whole pile of apples to tuck into. I tossed him my last apple.
Well, that was nice of you, George.
The side view mirror glinted in the sun.
There are a few more components to this goat puzzle, but it's slightly less vicious.
I blinded the shooter. Time to make a dash for it.
Don't think I can't see you, senor. If you so much as move an inch, I shall shoot you.
It was a wind chime made out of old cans. The shooter was just an old man in a straw hat with a large gun. Senor, please! Whoever you are, hold your fire! I'm not armed!
Good. That makes it easier for me to shoot you.
My name is George Stobart. I'm a friend!
I have no friends.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. Please, put the gun down.
No. Leave now, or I shoot.
All we want is a quick look inside the castell.
I don't believe you. You are here to kill Senor Marquez.
Senor Marquez? He's alive? Well, he'll vouch for us.
You don't fool me like that. Get out of here before I kill you.
Senor Marquez knows me, I swear.
And I know a lie when I hear one. Go now, or I shoot.
Wait! I have important information.
Você, venga a mim.
Do you understand what I am saying?
Try saying it and let's see.
Well, I'm George Stobart, and I come in peace.
How about some Brett?
Hold it.
Okay, maybe not.
Please, put the gun down. I'm not armed.
And I'm still not hearing an explanation.
I can understand the old man being edgy, but you look like a woman who's seen the world.
Nice work. You managed to insult Ramon and me in one sentence.
Do you mind putting that down? I've had a really bad day.
Guns don't agree with you?
No, and neither do goats. I've got bruises in places that, well, you know, places.
So leave.
We're here looking for something.
Well, go look for it somewhere else.
We were helping a man called Marquez in Paris.
He is my father.
I could see where she inherited her temperament. Your father? Well, he's our friend.
Why should I believe you? Show me proof.
How about Trevor?
How about this?
That's not proof. Try again.
Alright then, how about this?
We tracked down his painting, La Maledictio. Look.
Where did you get this?
In London.
All right. You better come with me, but no funny business, okay?
You know, you sound just like my friend Nico. Nico!
What's going on, Ramon? Who's out there?
Some crazy American. Don't worry. Eva will deal with him.
Papa. These people want to talk to you.
Eva, I thought we agreed to shoot intruders on sight. You, how did you find me?
It wasn't easy, senor.
We thought you were dead.
You were wrong.
They've brought you something, Papa.
Can it be? At last, La Maledictio.
Well, Senor Marquez, looks like La Maledictio hangs in its right place again.
Indeed. I have waited all my life for this. But
Something interesting?
the painting, it is different. The face in the middle.
The one with the symbol of the Tabula Veritatis on it?
How do you know about the tabula?
A priest told me. Said it was the devil's work.
Pah! Priests. Full of lies, every one of them.
Oh, really? Well, this priest said that the tabula was an instrument to raise the devil.
Fool. Who would want to raise the devil?
But you do want to find the tabula.
Yes, because it is a Gnostic treasure. It is special, and my duty is to keep it safe.
I was sure that Marquez still wasn't telling me the whole truth. And now?
I shall decipher the painting and find the tabula. Before she died, my mother said that once the painting hung here again, its meaning would become clear, and the route to the tabula would be revealed.
So, what's the answer? Where's the tabula?
I don't know. The room has changed.
Was there something different about the room back then?
No. Yes. I don't know. You must help me.
Well, how? I'm not a Gnostic.
Senor, you must, because soon the Russian will be here.
He knows about Castel del Sans?
I regret, senor, that in Paris I told his sidekick a little too much.
Ah, well, I guess we'd better figure this out. And fast.
I'll go and keep watch.
Shoot on sight, remember.
Well, Nico, what now?
You try and work out just why the painting has to be in this room. I'll go and see if Eva knows anything.
Whether he knew it or not, I was sure Marquez had the answers.
You may have noticed a slight cut. During my test run, shortly after George shouted Nico, the game crashed. And during the recording of this video, shortly after George shouted Nico, the game crashed. Anyway, why isn't Medovsky here now? I mean, when we were at Hobbs' apartment, we listened to the answer message about Medovsky, and he was boarding a plane to Barcelona. So he had a massive head start ahead of George and Nico. But somehow we've arrived here first. Ah well, adventure game logic.
It was Marquez. He was studying La Maledizio. Senor Marquez?
Mr. Stobart?
If we're going to find the tabula,
Yes?
then you will have to help.
Of course.
I mean, by being totally honest with us.
Tch, when have I not been honest?
I think this is yours.
My medallion? Where did you find it?
It was left in Nico's neighbor's apartment. Do you want it back?
No, you keep it for now. It has a meaning, a purpose. Perhaps you can find out what.
Sure. Just let me know if you ever want it back. Tell me about the painting.
When I was a child, I would stand here for hours just staring at it. Who was the mysterious painter, the Serpent? And what did it mean, La Maledictio, the curse? I asked my father, but he just told me to be patient. He said that one day I would know everything.
Senor, can you decipher any of the painting?
The Tower of Saints, of course. I knew it was a castell. And the saints themselves are Gnostic. You see the woman in red?
The one you marked in the photo?
She is Mary Magdalene. We revere her as Christ's greatest disciple. The rest, I don't know.
The symbol on the face, it is obviously the tabula.
But the elements around it, I don't know.
When were you last here, Signor?
Not since that day when my father was killed.
So why did the painting bring us here?
As I said, because only here in this room will its clues become clear.
Why is the Tabula Veritatis so important to the Gnostics?
It is an object of immense power. My ancestors kept it safe for hundreds of years. They brought it to Catalonia as exiles long ago. In any generation, only one Gnostic knows its exact location. My father, Xavier, was the last of these. He knew dark forces were gathering, but I was too young to learn the secret. So he commissioned La Maledicción, embedding clues to the location of the tabula within the painting.
But what is the tabula? What does it do?
I do not know. I know only that in the wrong hands it would be catastrophic for mankind.
What happened back in Paris? We thought you were dead.
A man came to the apartment looking for Miss Collard. He mentioned a stolen painting owned by a Russian. Obviously, I informed him that I was the true owner.
Obviously.
Next thing I knew, this thug had me pinned to a chair and was threatening to shoot me. So I told him of the Castel, and while he telephoned his boss, I hit him with the little China dog.
Guess he didn't know you were the pugnacious type. So, Eva is your daughter?
She was a gift from God, late in my life. One day she will find room for Gnosticism in her heart. I am sure of it.
So, you're the good guys?
Good and evil are meaningless terms. We strive simply to maintain balance and keep the tabula from those who seek to exploit it for their own ends.
Father Simeon, the Dominican priest, was carrying these papers when he was killed.
So?
You're not interested in him?
I have no interest in priests or their papers, senor.
Take a look at this sketch.
It is the face in La Maledicción.
It was drawn by the man who restored the painting.
Then he knew of the Tabula Veritatis. What other secrets did he uncover?
I don't know, but he's dead now.
Just as well. The fewer that know the secrets of La Maledicción, the better.
Wow, that's harsh.
So this is you with your mother and father?
Indeed, taken in this very building many years ago. We must find the answer.
The fireplace was imposing. La Maledicción now hung above it. Marquez said that the painting contained clues only a Gnostic could solve. But when it was back in this room, all would become clear. The painting held all the answers. The Tower of Saints had led us to the Castel. I wondered where the other clues would take us. It was a tower of tormented souls. They looked like the damned. The bearded figure was similar to the one on the fireplace in the hall. I wondered if there was a connection. The orb in the old man's hand glowed with a green light. The figure of the young man was just like the one on the front of the fireplace. It couldn't be a coincidence. The youthful figure held a glowing blue orb in his hand.
That's interesting to know. I'm sure this will come up in a little while.
The priest appeared to have a padlock through his mouth. He was pointing down to the ring below him. There was a tower within the ring. Maybe it indicated a place? It was the figure of a priest, but with a dog's head. The figure was pointing up at a ring above him. Inside the ring was what looked like an affluent town. Inside the ring was a castle gate. I had no idea what it signified.
Maybe it signifies a castle gate.
Within the ring, there were a number of houses. It was a village or a small town. A scarred face stared back at me from within the Ouroboros. Hobbes must have uncovered the image when he was restoring the painting. But what did it mean? And what was its link to the Tabula Veritatis? A scarred face stared back at me from within the Ouroboros. It was a castle of saints, Castel de Saints, in Catalonian. The plinths looked like they could be rotated.
Okay. I smell a puzzle coming on.
Carved into the fireplace was a young man holding an orb. The halo reminded me of the figure in the clouds in La Maledizio. An old man with a beard was carved into the front of the fireplace. It was very like one of the figures in La Maledizio. It was an ornate tree carved in bas-relief. It was an ornate tree carved in bas-relief. The stone fireplace was old and dusty. It looked like it had lain undisturbed for decades.
We can go back into the courtyard, but I will do that later.
It was a circular stained glass window. Ramon, gun in hand, was peering through the old window. Excuse me? I'll leave you to it then. Ramon sure was a little light in the charm department.
I wish I could greet people in that way all of the time.
It was a shield on which heraldic symbols had been painted. The scroll below the shield read Girona. The scroll beneath the shield read Puigcerdà. The scroll under the shield read El Pont de Suert. The scroll below the shield read Tremp. The scroll beneath the shield read Figueres. The scroll under the shield read Olot. The scroll below the shield read Berga. The scroll beneath the shield read Bascara. The scroll under the shield read Roses. The bookcase held an assortment of ancient books. It was a collection of what could only be described as stuff. The bookcase held an assortment of ancient books.
Hello down there.
The green stone figure was barefoot and wearing a hat. There was a piece of stone on the ground. It looked like a discarded statue. The green stone figure was barefoot and wearing a hat. It resembled the statues in Marquez's family photo.
Alright, let's do some exploring.